Welcome back, it's Jake, and today we're going to be learning how to host a website in AWS. We're going to go over three different options: S3, EC2, and Elastic Beanstalk. But before we get started, we have a little bit of prerequisite knowledge to go over. Remember, S3 is unlimited object storage in the cloud. EC2 lets you run virtual machines in the cloud. Elastic Beanstalk is a managed web app deployment. In security groups, these act as a virtual firewall for your AWS resources. Let's go ahead and get started. All right, we're going to go ahead and get started with hosting our website in S3, and we're here in the AWS Management Console, so go ahead and navigate over to S3. And then once this loads in, we are going to go ahead and click on Create Bucket. We're going to give it a name, give it something globally unique. I'm going to do mine Jake Demo Website Bucket. Make sure it's in the correct region that you want. I'm going to leave everything as it is except for block all public access. We're going to untick that, and we're going to tick this acknowledgement. And then we're going to go ahead and create the bucket. Now, I know it sounds scary unticking the block all public access, but that's required in order to host the website here. So we're going to click on our bucket once it's provisioned. Then we're going to go ahead and upload our web files. So as for me, mine are located here, and I'm going to upload index.html. And I'm going to add two folders. I'm going to add the JS and the styles folder. Oh, I can only upload one at a time. We'll go ahead and get that taken care of. Just bear with me. All right. Then go ahead and hit upload, and then everything should be good. There we go. So now what we're going to do next is we're going to navigate over to properties, scroll all the way down to static website hosting, click edit, enable this, specify the index document, which for me is index.html and likely will be for you as well. We're going to go ahead and save our changes. All right, and then the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to go to permissions, scroll down to bucket policy, make sure to edit it. Then we're going to scroll over or click on this for policy generator. And then we're going to select S3 bucket policy, of course, allow, and then the principal. Go ahead and put an asterisk so everybody can access it. Then for actions, we are going to scroll down and find get object. And then for the Amazon resource name, go ahead and copy it from here and then paste it into here, but then you're going to put a /* to make sure that everything in the bucket can be accessible. Go ahead and click add statement, generate the policy, and then we're going to copy this and close it out. And then we're going to copy our policy into the bucket policy, save our changes, and then now we should be good to go. All right, and then after we've added that, we're going to go back to properties, scroll all the way down, and then we're going to click on this bucket website endpoint, open it up, and then it should show you. So that's the first way to host your website, and then we'll be following this up with the EC2. Next up, we're going to go ahead and learn how to host a website in EC2. So again, here at the AWS Management Console, go ahead and navigate over to EC2. Of course, make sure you're in the proper region. We're going to click Launch Instance right here. And this one doesn't have to be globally unique. You can name it whatever you want. So I'm just going to name it Demo Web Server. Then make sure to do the default Amazon Linux AMI. T2 Micro, this is free tier eligible. You can make it bigger if you want, but this is free tier eligible, so that's what we're sticking with. Go ahead and proceed without a key pair. And then we are going to create a security group. We're going to not allow SSH traffic, but we're going to allow HTTP traffic. And then you can configure this as you need, but in this tutorial, we're only doing HTTP traffic. You can leave the storage as it is, but then for advanced details, I'm going to go ahead and pull up this script. And then we're going to copy it all the way down here in the user data. And then this script is just it's gonna launch it's gonna install the HTTP server. It's gonna install Git. It's gonna pull everything down for me, and then it is going to move our files into the HTML directory of the web server. So go ahead and launch the instance. All right, and once your EC2 instance is done spinning up, it might take a few minutes. Go ahead and click on your instance ID. Then you can either copy the IPv4 DNS or the IPv4 address. But in my case, I'm going to copy the address and I'm going to throw it in here. Make sure that when you do it, you put HTTP in front of it, because remember, we only allowed HTTP access for this security group. Go ahead and hit enter, and then it should display your website. So thank you, and now we'll move on to the last way to host a website in this video, which is going to be Elastic Beanstalk. Alright, now lastly, I'm going to show you how to host a web app in Elastic Beanstalk. So of course, we're here again, the AWS console. Go ahead and navigate over to Beanstalk. Then when we get there, we're going to click create a new environment. We're going to pick a web server environment. You can name it whatever you want. I'm just going to name this one demo app. And then we can leave everything the way it is. We make sure it says manage platform. And then choose whatever platform you're going to use. In this tutorial, I'm going to be doing a Node.js one. And I'm going to be uploading the code. And this is not my code. This is AWS provided code. So we node.js.zip. And we're going to go ahead and click create environment. And this is going to take a while to create, so sit back and get comfy. But a little explanation on that. When you upload code to here, you need to upload the application source bundle, which is just your code in a .zip file. All right, and then I'll get back to you when this is done loading. All right, and once your Beanstalk environment's done provisioning, it's going to look like this. Hopefully, if you did everything right, you'll have an okay health. So it's going to go ahead and click on the provided link right there. And then that should show your Beanstalk application. Alrighty, thank you so much for following along this tutorial. I hope you have a great day.